Hey everybody, this is B from Kongzuras, and I'm at Pinball Expo live at the Homebrew and Custom Games area. This is actually one of the cool things that really excites me about the pinball community is folks that know me for my modding content. I like to take existing products and make them a little bit better by mods and working with vendors and things. But the people that make these machines, they take it to the next level. They conceptualize something that they want to build, and then they make it a reality. They have some cool ass things here that I want to show. I want to talk to some of the guys that are in the homebrew community. In fact, one of the coolest things that's here, it's not really actually working, but you guys know about Hercules, which is one of the largest pinball machines ever made. Well, they have a giant machine called Mothership that is not actually working. It's on, it's flashing, but it's not playing right now. It's actually freaking enormous. It's amazing. And so we're going to just turn the camera around so you guys can see what's happening. And then we'll get going here. So let's see. Hope you guys can hear. Let me know in the chat if you can hear my audio, if everything sounds okay. But here it is. This is Mothership. Look at the size of this machine compared to Hercules, which was considered the largest pinball machine of all time. The balls itself, if you look at it, are the size of cue balls. They're freaking ginormous. It's pretty amazing to see this. It's not working at the moment, but it, from a size comparison, freaking amazing. So I think that's pretty freaking cool. All right, here it is, Homebrew and Custom Games area. Let's go ahead and just check out what's happening in here so we can see what's going on. We have an Overwatch pinball that's here, which is pretty nice and snazzy. A Van Halen, Tattoo Mystique. I'm actually going to find some folks that are in the Homebrew community, and we're going to talk to them and ask them a few questions about what it takes to build one of these custom machines. And you got all sorts of random things too. Like this is a very tiny machine that's in any type of condition. So you got full-size pinball machines. I even saw like a machine that looked like a tub that was going on. But one of the coolest things I've seen, this area looks really cool. This is the Dukes of Hazzard pinball machine, almost just completely finished and clean here, which is really nice. We have a Pokemon, which you might have seen in a thumbnail with a nice topper with the Charizard. So it's a nice little group of people looking to play that. And then there's a Sonic Spinball. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog pinball. I grew up playing Sonic Spinball. But this is pretty freaking cool to be able to see this. This looks like a very finished game, Sonic Spinball. The game itself, really fun. I can just hear the music in the background. And so they're using, custom mechs, custom things, create these. And it's pretty freaking awesome. All right, I think I'm ready to talk to somebody. Tilting T Pinball. You say, finally got you to turn the rack around and head back to Chicago to come to Expo. I know. All right, hello.
B, what a coincidence.
Hello.
I'm wearing a microphone.
You are absolutely, that's so random. We're live with 20 people watching, and I don't know, you just happen to have a mic on, so let's talk.
Very strange.
Let's chat.
Yes, let's chat. This is my game,
yes.
Boys Night Out.
It is. All right, Joel, I met Joel last year at California Extreme, and he created a custom pinball called Boys Night Out, and people that have never heard this before, it's because it's an amazing movie. Tell me about it.
This is from a movie I wrote, shot, co-directed.
Yes.
I got to pinball like a year later, and then I heard you could make these. And I was like, what? You can make your own pinball game? And then I thought this would make a quirky pinball game.
Yes,
right?
yes. It's very cool. So Joel's awesome. He's been telling me a little bit about the homebrew community. Just talk to me a little bit about what it takes to make your own custom game. You had a vision and you wanted to make it a reality. Where would somebody start?
Patience, dedication, determination are all qualities you need to have, right? I started by drilling holes into a playfield. I knew nothing about soldering, crimping, 3D printing, or even coding, right? It's just really all those three things that I mentioned.
And so
I had such a determination to make this work. This is 3.5 years in the making.
Yeah, and so from the game features itself, I mean, the artwork, we saw this for those that may have seen my channel. We did a tour of California Extreme, and we saw a version of this. But what's changed in the last year and a half?
We did a direct print. We hired artists. We have 21 tracks of music that were designed specifically for this game. And we had cabinet art. We have more modes than you can imagine. There's like 16 total. A mode is like, for those of you who don't know, a mode is like a level in a video game.
Yes. And Eric Price says he played this last year or at California Extreme this year too.
So it's changed, right, Eric?
Yes, exactly. And so one of the cool things you're doing from a community perspective is you are looking for a grand champion at Pinball Expo. Is that correct?
Come and get it. Claim this trophy.
I know.
I want to give it away so bad.
I will come back and play. Right now, it's at about 150,000.
130.
130. Okay. All right. I got 51,000. Had a couple of modes. We'll come back. Can you might talk? Let's walk around if you would. Would you be a good host and show me some cool homebrew pinball things? Yes.
This is my boy Ed's game right
Okay,
here.
what is this?
This is Ghost in the Shell.
All right.
He did have, I don't know what movie he did. He always tells me and I always forget.
Okay.
But he's known for his famous up-down ramp. There's like a 180 ramp in the back behind whatever that thing is.
Yes.
That you can go over the top, down under, or down under to over the top.
I love Ghost in the Shell going. Why don't you give it a game? Give me a gander. Let's see how.
Slow for days.
Okay. All right. Let's set some high expectations for Joel or very low ones. But you can see that it's almost like when a game just has more of the white wood look versus the full artwork. Is that the last part that people think about?
I would think about it last, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't, so there's that beautiful down shot. And it's got these great opto spinners in here too. I can try it. Try it. Oh.
We are playing Ghost in the Shell pinball machine.
Over here with Eds and Ghost in the Shell.
I'm going to attempt to have Joel be my camera person. And there you go. You can look at it.
I go this way.
That way. And you can see me, right? All right. All right, I'm going to give it a gander, give it a go to see how we can play it. But yeah, that's a really fun shot, super satisfying. But to see this guy, if somebody like wanted to make the mechs and things like that, wasn't there somebody who was
there was somebody here.
Yes.
They're crazy, right?
Okay.
That's Martin. I love you, Martin.
Yes.
You're absolutely nuts for making your own mech. I would buy a standard by far.
I see.
Conservative investment. Oh, he's going for it. Come on. Yeah.
All right, that was terrible.
We tried. We gave it a
We give it a gander. Okay, all right.
This guy's a little bit shy.
Okay.
Because he's not embracing the game.
Tell me about it. So what we're looking at, this is not just a tub.
This is my friend Coleman's game
All
right
right,
here.
we're going to talk to Coleman in just a second.
Okay.
But we saw this earlier. Sorry if the audio is breaking up. We have a lot of sound happening here.
I will tunnel it in.
That's okay. We'll try to get it
If you
going.
look closely on the camera, the glowing speaker near the pelvic area of this gentleman is the subwoofer. And you're supposed to really embrace it. This guy's a little bit shy.
Yes. So this is a tub. It's so immersive. What is the name of this game?
I'll let Coleman answer that.
All right. You want to give your mic to Coleman? Let's talk to Coleman for a little bit. Coleman, how are you?
Hey, I'm great.
All right. So for folks that don't know you, can you introduce yourself and how you got into homebrew?
I'm Coleman Martin, and I started repair on a Ironman. That turned me into a home brewer making Greek gods.
Okay.
And then
the other game.
And then this is my newest game, Adam.
Adam. All right. Let's talk about Adam here. How did you like it?
I thought it was crazy.
Yeah. I heard there's a certain way you're supposed to play the game, though. You're supposed to embrace it a little bit more.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very cozy.
Yes.
You got to get your arms wrapped around Adam for this little miniature play field, and your head is.
This is so cool. So can I jump into a game real fast?
course.
All right. Very cool.
Let's see.
All
Got
right.
a magnetized ball. I need to free.
Okay, so the way of this game, okay, and we'll definitely head over to Van Halen. Somebody wants to see Van Halen later on. Okay, I'm gonna give this to Joel. Okay, you're gonna look down. All right, so we're looking. I'm supposed to grasp.
Yep.
The thing. Okay, so we're hugging.
Close.
We're hugging. There's two flippers. Here's the start button. And this is meant so that you can feel all the vibrations of the game. So the really cool thing about this, it's so immersive. The first thing you're looking at is that this is the closest my head has ever been to a pinball playfield. Is that by design? Just so you can see everything?
Absolutely. And by necessity, too,
Yes.
to get your arms around it.
Yeah, and for the features of the game itself, so we have a ball locking mechanism.
You got a ball lock.
Okay. What else do we have? Can you walk me through
You can feed this ramp.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's not the second flipper. There's
Yes.
the second flipper there. That's the ramp.
That purple
Okay.
flipper will feed the ramp and get
Okay.
an electron going.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's very cool. So like kind of like getaway or
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like-
Up.
oh, I'm sorry. Whoops. Ball save. All right. Let's see if we can get. I gotta hit the drop targets first to open it up.
Gotta knock those down.
Okay. Oh, and I'm feeling a lot of vibrations. Is that what I should be feeling, Joel? Yes? Okay.
It's a multi-sensory experience.
Multi-sensory experience. That's a technical term for this. And tell me about, it looks like this is all 3D printed.
Yeah, most of it.
Uh-huh.
It started off as just an experiment, and then I decided to lean in as far as I could with 3D printing and see if I could print most of the pinball machine.
Nice. Okay. Is there a way to set up that flipper shot more?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hit the orbit, the lower orbit a couple times, that wand comes out and will grab your ball.
Oh.
It's always a pleasure.
Oh, I was into the wrong flipper. I was getting. All right. That's really cool. Thank you, Coleman. Appreciate
welcome.
that. Cool. Thanks so much, man. All right.
Got the camera right.
Oh, that was so good. All right, Joe, walk us around a little bit more. We had a request to see Van Halen, but is there anything else that you've enjoyed playing from the homebrew community?
Of course, yes.
Yes?
Come with me.
All right, let's go. We're going.
I believe Van Halen is a retheme of the old Dolly game from Dolly.
Okay, let's go. There's nobody on it right now. Why don't we go check it out?
Hop on it.
All right, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Basil says, it's very different for sure. Glad they're trying different parts. All right, here it is. Van Halen. There it is. You can see it. Has a nice screen back glass. Kind of an older style. It looks like an actual real table. Is it reskinned of like?
Correct. I believe this is what the community would call a retheme.
Got it.
It looks like Dolly Park to me.
I see. Got it. Very cool. You want to give it a gander?
Sure.
All right. So using kind of the classic. So if it's based off of this is something like I would do. I would take an existing thing and I would like retheme it or skin it. Exactly.
It's definitely. I would say it's easier to start that way.
Yeah, if you see something that you kind of like the gameplay, and a lot of, I would say, virtual pinball players might do that. They'll take an existing layout and they'll retheme it to something, but it has the same layout.
Drums play when you hit the pop bumpers. That's nice.
Van Halen artwork. See if we can hear the music and not get demonetized.
Yeah, baby.
There it is. There it is.
Can you guys hear those drum beats?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
And I totally agree with Eric Rice saying that the homebrew scene is very inspiring. Are there folks that you look up to in the homebrew community?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I said, are there any folks you look up to in the homebrew community?
Yeah. There's this one guy. His name was Scott Dasani, heir to the Dasani Water Company.
Okay.
He made his own game called Total Nuclear Annihilation.
Yeah, I know TNA.
Oh, yeah. So he's somebody like that most of these people would probably look up to. I said his name wrong on purpose, though.
Oh, very cool.
That's speculation that that he's the heir to the Dasani
Water Company. Yeah, I love Dasani. It's actually my favorite water.
It's actually a really great water.
It is very good water. Yeah, let me know which water you prefer. Arrowhead is trash. Dasani is great. What do you do?
That's right.
All right. I like the drop targets there. Very fun.
I drink.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it going. What else we got?
This is another retheme.
Okay.
Don't ask me what game it is. Yeah. Don't ask me about it.
Right.
He did some crazy stuff with it. I'm a fan of this.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I see that. Classic. I've heard a lot about Borderlands. Like.
So this is crazy. If you look
about
right here,
all right,
you'll learn the secret right away. You'll be like, "What is that for?"
There is a giant actuator that.
Well, maybe there's more than one if you look
There's
closely.
two. Oh, yeah, there's three. Oh, okay. So I assume that has to do with moving the playfield, perhaps.
Maybe it does, and we can ask this gentleman right here.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you, Brian? Would you like to talk us through your game right quick?
All right, so we're live on YouTube right now. Just about 33 people that are watching. My name is B. I'm from a YouTube channel called Come to Rust. Joel was talking to me about Homebrew, and I've heard that if you go here, you have to play Borderlands. So tell me about your game.
Yeah, so on here, we'll do a little dusting down and then you can see the game.
All right.
So this is the game I brought. It's Borderlands 2.
Okay.
The one kind of secret party trick this game has is that the playfield can actually move around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to give this guy a motion mode real quick so you can watch. So
okay. All right, so we're watching the playfield, and we're seeing, oh, all right. It literally just, okay, it just dropped.
I'm going to feed you a beer. So
okay.
Go ahead and plunge it. So just start flipping. So one of the modes you can do here, the bartender will give you a beer.
Wow.
We have
Okay.
the capability with this game to control the playfield dynamically.
Okay. So as part of modes, it will change, like your.
Yeah. So there's 3 linear actuators in here. So
okay.
we can move the playfield basically anywhere we want, up, down, left, right.
Very cool.
So yeah, this is one of the modes. So it starts off as a normal pinball machine. You don't really know that there's anything special about it until you do the secret party.
I'm just gonna move your mic closer to you, just so we can hear you better. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So you start playing pinball, you don't really know that there's a secret trick to it until you get one of the modes, and then all of a sudden it sort of comes to life.
Yeah.
The playfield moves on you. A lot of people get surprised because that's never happened to them before.
Yeah.
They might miss the instructions on the mode or what they're supposed to do. So definitely come play it a few times if you're here and checking it out. You'll get to learn the shots a little better.
Very cool. Is this the first time that you've had it out at a convention? Or?
So the first show was at Fantastic in April. That's my sort of home turf.
Okay.
This is the first time it's ever been here. It's my first homebrew I've ever built.
What you got you into the homebrew community? I'm fascinated by folks that want to go this level of effort to create your own.
So I've been going to the Fantastic show for years, and I always thought, like, man, it'd be fun to build one myself. I always have ideas about little mechanisms I can do, and so this game has a captive helix ball. What if I do?
Yeah, you're good. I know.
Heavy anchor for you.
Yeah, very cool. There it is. Perfect.
So this has a captive helix, which I don't think has been done before.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit more about what other features do you have in the playfield from a mech standpoint?
So we've got a captive helix here.
Okay, very cool. All right.
Right there, you got it.
Right.
So the ball's captured. If you hit it hard enough, it goes all the way around and back down the hole again.
Nice.
We have an inertia ramp on the back here. So you hit the ball hard enough, it comes out the top ramp.
Nice.
If you hit it soft, it comes out the middle. There's a little sneaky entrance to get back into the plunger lane on the right of the plunger lane. And that was primarily because I couldn't put the plunger against the wall, because when the game tilts, it would smash through the wall.
Got it. That's a good little off-center.
Yeah, so there's lots of fun little tricks I had to deal with because the game tilts. But it's a fun feature.
Very cool. So, and from the standard, is it somebody's asking about the degrees? Did it start off like a typical?
Yeah, so 6.5 degrees.
6.5 degrees, exactly.
It's able to return to level within 0.2 degrees accuracy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that was one of the really important things was it had to be play a game that would be fun and repeatable. I don't want the next person that comes up to have a playfield that's all crooked.
What's the reception been for people that have been playing it?
I'd say there's lots of fans of the game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that most people get a chance to at least see the motion or experience it. So I've been feeding people, pinball beers.
I see.
I've been sending people into robot motion a little bit.
Yeah.
I think tonight we're gonna modify the code a bit to get those a little easier to hit.
There's a line to play. I've seen it, very much people waiting. So I will come back and get in here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
All right.
Take care,
man. Very cool. All right. Appreciate that he's putting in so many innovative facts. So when you see like innovative stuff like this, like
I am jealous and enthusiastic all at the same time, right?
Yeah.
But it inspires me as well.
Absolutely. Okay, what else we got?
Does anybody have any requests?
No requests. I mean, like
we have a Led Zeppelin, we have a Nikadzu, we have the Nightmares Down, we have a.
Can we go look at the Nightmare really fast?
Yeah, we can look at it. It's down. And so is Harry Potter.
Oh, wow.
I know that was going to be the darling, but he has to manually adjust some stuff.
There's a Nightmare Before Christmas that is down right at the moment. I just want to look at the playfield. Is this based off of anything as well, or do you think?
I believe it's Nightmare Before Christmas.
I mean, yes, Joel. Thank you for saying the obvious. I mean, like, wow, I couldn't tell.
Would you like to quickly describe your game right here?
Oh, sure.
Is this you?
Hey, yeah, this is Kyle. He invented.
Yes.
He invented the Harry Potter homebrew.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the Harry Potters. Hi, my name is B. I run a YouTube channel called Kongs R Us.
Put down your drink, Kyle. For God's sake, people are trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Muddy water.
Yeah.
I meant put down your muddy water.
All right. No more drink.
We're live with about 30 people watching right now, just to kind of like see what's happening at Pinball Expo. We're talking about Homebrew Community, and this looks amazing. I might have seen pictures of this, but tell me about Harry Potter custom homebrew pinball machine.
Yeah, so I started this project probably 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I started in visual pinball doing just kind of layout testing.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I translated the entire thing from visual pinball into Fusion 360.
My goodness.
And I modeled the entire thing in AutoCAD, or Fusion 360. And then the whole point behind that is I want to make sure everything fit together correctly underneath the playfield, because it's easy on top to say, oh, a target goes here and a pop bumper goes here, but underneath, it's this whole like spider mess of all kinds of brackets, and wires, and you name it.
Exactly. People are saying, wow, that's amazing. I mean, goodness, this has to be one of the more, like, from a body standpoint, it's like deep, because you want it to have such high, like, it's. Joe, can you do that for me again? He says it. So look how low the game starts.
And
then in the back there.
I'm an introvert.
I mean, just look at the depth of this play foot. It starts down low, but like, I mean, was that by design? You just want it to be very like epic?
Yeah, well, you can't create a Harry Potter game and just have a tiny little Hogwarts castle.
Yeah, and so the backglass becomes the screen in the back end instead of traditionally up here. So that's kind of like
the screen back here is a 27-inch monitor, and I can render a scene behind it. So you can have like the sunrise and sunset.
Yes.
I actually got footage from Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay.
And I have like time lapse of that weather and everything.
Yeah. So you have that extra kind of like feel and the scene of everything too.
Yep, and then this is the prophecy orb here. There's a mini projector behind it.
My goodness, yeah, that's super.
That projects up into
awesome.
it.
I see the 3D printed builds as well for most everything. So what's the state of it right now? What do you have to do to get it like?
It's flipping.
Okay.
But there's no code. So
I see.
The flippers are working, and that's it. But yeah, I tried to be creative as far as like the theme integration.
Yeah.
And really do it justice.
That's super cool. I mean, people are saying you're like a real wizard. I mean, Joel, would you agree?
He's making a lot of people very jealous of what he's done here.
Yeah.
Also inspiring, I would say, as well.
Yeah. Right? Is this your first game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
I only got into pinball in 2017. So
Yeah.
Same here. Same exact year.
All right. Pinballing since 2017. We're very cool. What's your favorite like shot in here that you kind of created in here, like a
My favorite shot is if you shoot this right orbit here.
Okay.
It actually loops around. So think Foo Fighters crossing shot. And it'll speed feed down over here.
Okay.
To your flipper.
Yeah.
So instead of like in Foo Fighters, it kind of like rejects out and then over this way.
Yeah.
Mine's fast feeds the flipper.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this up and running. What do you think the next place that you would have this for people to consume and see?
Possibly Cincinnati in December.
Okay.
Maybe MTC in April.
Very cool.
Whatever that is.
I have no idea.
They change it every year.
All the things.
Yeah.
Would you be back here again at Expo next year?
Yeah, the goal is to be back here at Expo next year.
Okay.
That's a lot more integrated.
All right. Well, there it is. Check it out. Harry Potter. I mean, there's been rumors of a Harry Potter pinball machine that's commercially made, but this is freaking epic. I mean, I don't know what else to say besides, wow, this is amazing. Thanks for sharing the talent and the design. That's really cool. All right. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's really cool.
Would you like to maybe take a sneak peek over here at Led Zeppelin?
Let's do it. All right.
So, just a fair warning. This is Steve. He does the pinball room on YouTube.
Okay.
He's advertising. He talks a lot. I have to stop him at some point.
All right.
You just give me a wink.
Okay. No problem. No worries.
Hey, Steve. Hey.
Hi.
Would you like to tell my friend Steve all about your Led Zeppelin game? I would love to tell him all about my Led Zeppelin game. Here's the microphone.
All right. If you want to clip that onto yourself. So my name is B. I run a YouTube channel called Homebrew. We have about 45 people watching live right now. So
Hello, everyone.
Love to say, like, who are you and what got you into homebrew?
I am Steve. I'm from Utah, Salt Lake City, and I built the Led Zeppelin Homebrew machine. And yeah, my good friend Aaron Davis from Fast Pinball and his other buddy drove it out here.
Longest road trip in the world.
Ever. Otherwise, I never would have made it.
I know, my goodness. All right, so tell me, so this is different than the Stearns Led Zeppelin.
Different than Stearns Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Yeah, I started mine about 8 months before they announced theirs.
Ah, okay.
I figured no one's ever going to create a Led Zeppelin machine, right?
After, okay.
And they did. So,
Okay, so personally, like the Stern Led Zeppelin is maybe not my personal favorite, but why should this be my favorite? What did you do differently that's unique from your take on Led Zeppelin?
this one has a very unique mech. It's a staircase mech. It's like a miniature escalator.
Oh, I
Or,
see
you know,
that.
or, you know, a stairway to heaven.
Yeah,
per se. I
absolutely.
mean, it could be.
That's pretty. And those balls are live, like
Those are live
Okay.
balls. They're staged. There's a magnet in every single step.
okay.
You're able to get 5 balls loaded in there.
Does it start that way, or do you have to load them?
You have to load it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's empty. Oh, so she's about to potentially run into.
What are you doing, Steve? Talk.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes, she is. She is just about to start the multi-ball. She needs to
All
load
right,
one
let's
more
see if we
ball.
can watch this. All right, what other thing? Oh, so this is another kind of ramp
So
off
there's
of the right flipper.
Yeah, very unique ramp. There's a third flipper here in the middle. That it's very steep. Everyone thinks like it's
Yes.
impossible to
It
hit.
looks really hard to hit. Like side ramps.
It is
are
very
always
satisfying
tough.
when you hit it, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dre Gott says hello, Steve. So you got some people saying hello.
Hello,
So I heard you make content as well. Are you?
I do.
Yes. Here, check it out at thepinballroom.com.
Yep.
There it is. And is this your first machine?
This is my very first machine. I started about
They almost got it.
almost got it.
Almost. Very good. Maybe
I started about 3.5 years ago.
Okay. So.
You're trying to steal my time frames. I started.
Oh, I see. Everybody's been starting around the same time. So, I mean, yeah.
I'm hoping to have mine done in the spring.
Yes. Yeah.
Gauntlet dropped.
Mine's almost done. 95%. Right?
Mine is,
Mine
is 94%.
So, yeah, from a homebrew standpoint,
more. That's all it takes.
so it's not complete. Like, when is a homebrew machine, do you feel like, ever done? Like,
It totally depends on the person,
yes.
because otherwise it's never done.
What else do you have to do? What else? What other visions do you have for this?
So I've got like 4 different shots on the playfield that aren't quite working exactly as smoothly as I want. So I'm going to fix those a little bit. I've got some new, a little bit of update to the artwork, and then I'm going to be done. Well, I may have a few bugs to fix, but you know.
Yeah.
Don't
It looks
about your
And then for me, then I'm gonna call it done, because I want to get onto my next machine.
Yes.
And more,
You guys
and more,
are inspiring me. Bissell's saying that you guys might be considering, Nick, can you consider building my own machine at some point? How did you get into it? Like, I know it's kind of like the same code or parts, or what's the...
I would describe it like this. It's like learning a new language if you haven't used anything like this before.
Okay.
And you know the language, so you can implement it again much easier and
Got
much
it.
faster pace.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
You learn so much along the way. They're like, oh, next time I'll be able to do this a lot faster.
Ball team match.
All the ball is raining away. Very cool.
Hey guys, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for showing me your game.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you,
Very
everybody.
cool. All right.
See ya.
I'm gonna grab your mic, Steve. Thank you for
So
talking
you've
with
been an
us.
awesome host. Is there any last minute things that you feel
Can I
like?
show you?
Yeah, absolutely. We have
shirt
time. Okay.
For my friend right here.
Okay.
His
Very
name
good.
is Tanner,
Okay.
and I would like to show you his. He's like the Salvador Dali of pinball,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, this is my friend Tanner.
Hello.
We have matching shirts.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I'm
Yeah.
a fan of his. I'm
Uh-huh.
a huge fan, and I want Tanner to
Yeah.
explain this game.
So right now we're live on YouTube with about 35 people watching.
Yep.
So yeah, we'd love to have you just quickly introduce yourself and how you got to Homebrew.
Yep. So I'm Tanner Petch. I'm a homebrew guy. So I have 2 games here this year. I have Trashland, and then I have House of Flesh and Blood that we can go look at.
Fun. This is a very unique style pen. It's also very deep, and there's vertical section of the playfield. Tell me about this. How did you design this?
Yeah, so this one's been around for a little while.
Okay.
It's kind of the way I've conceptualized it, as far as its design, has changed over the years. And so at this point, I think about it a lot as like Haunted House, the Gottlieb game.
Yes, with multiple levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so like one of my pet peeves is when a game has a cool thing that you don't get to do every time.
Yep.
Or even like Black Hole, I only get down to the lower playfield on Black Hole like half the time.
Exactly.
Whereas Haunted House, you go between all 3 levels a lot, like over the course of normal gameplay. And so for this game, that's what I want to do. So there's 3 different levels. There's an apron playfield, a vertical section,
And then
an upper playfield.
and this bottom section, is there flippers down here? Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
Okay. Oh, but
So-
it goes this way too, so you're shooting back towards
Yeah.
this way.
So it's at a weird like 30-degree angle. So
Yeah,
it's kind
very
of
cool.
backwards, but also kind of weird.
Very fun.
But so each mini playfield has a shot from the main playfield that feeds directly to it. And then each mini playfield also feeds to the next one.
Yes.
So you can see on the vertical section here, there's that shot that feeds up here. This has that middle shot in the back that feeds it to this green habit trail here, that feeds it down here. And then this has a shot about here that feeds to the trough, which feeds it back to the vertical section.
Love that. So you're using a combination of 3D printed stuff and
Yep.
then your own design for
Yep.
everything?
Well, so all the 3D prints
Yeah.
I've designed, they're all, specific for this. But
Very
yeah.
fun.
So I use a lot of 3D printing in my games just because,
I love that. Very cool.
yeah. Well, it was like on an early version of this game, I needed a weird bracket, so I had 3D printed it, and that worked so well that I did another one. And then, yada, 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 half this game is 3D printed.
So I think it makes sense for the homebrew community. It's an easy
Yeah.
way to design something. What happens when you saw like a commercial game like Galactic
Yeah.
Attack Points using 3D printing in a commercial game? Do you have any feelings about that? Or?
So I think I wouldn't necessarily do a commercial game in the
Yeah.
same way as I do some of these.
Yeah.
But these prints are going to last forever.
Yeah, right.
You have to
They're
be a
pretty
little-
strong. I mean, they're like super durable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and as long as you're a little intentional and not designing anything that's going to be struck directly by a ball,
Yeah.
it's not going to break. Like
Yeah.
if they're guides and stuff,
Yeah.
the ball might bounce off of it, but it's not enough force to really break it.
Nice.
And this is all printed in PLA. Oh, just a second.
These are some of the most unique things. Some people are wishing that like I've seen a lot of innovative stuff, and some of the most innovative stuff I've seen in real pinball is coming now from the homebrew community, just coming up with really weird and wacky stuff.
I couldn't agree more, Pete.
All right, where's your other game?
The little one next to you.
All right, tell me about this.
Yeah, so this one's called House of Flesh and Blood, and compared to Trashland, it's very small. It's about 16 by 18 inches.
Okay.
Here's the launch button here that's coming out for you.
Nice.
I wanted to see how small.
Unique machine.
Yeah, I wanted to see how small I could make a game and have it still be a fully featured rule set of game. So this one has a bunch of shots crammed in there, and if you walk around to the other side, it actually has a loop that goes outside the cabinet.
That's cool. I've never seen that before. Was that just to kind of do something for a space perspective, or just to have something?
Yeah, it was kind of a combination of things. It was originally I had something designed there that would have just been like a stationary target or something that would have made sense as a loop. And even though it didn't fit in the cabinet, I was like, yeah, why not? Let's make it a loop.
Yeah.
So it kind of came together to be a neat thing.
Nice.
It's the kind of thing that wouldn't work as well in a normal size game, just because they're bigger and heavier and it's more likely to bump into something. But on a small game like this, you can move this game without worrying about breaking that loop.
Yeah. And that's a unique leg shape as well too. Did you have these custom woodwork or?
Yeah. So I made all the stuff in these games.
Is that an actual table leg for something that you just?
No. So these I just cut them out on a CNC.
Okay.
I made a game a long time ago that never worked and doesn't exist anymore. But it had not quite the same, but it had curved legs. And I liked how those curved legs made it look kind of like a creature.
Yeah.
And so it looks like this could walk. Right.
I know. And I just almost, it's cute like that. Yeah.
That was an idea I've wanted to bring back for a while that made sense for a little game like this.
Nice.
And a horror themed game as well. So
very cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, Tanner, to show me the games and things. All right. Joel, can you show me the last row of stuff here?
Dukes of Hazzard right here, created by Jake Danzig. And he runs the strictly custom pinball machines where everything custom comes your way.
Nice.
And
is this one of those rethemes, or is this?
Yes, this is a Paragon from back in the day. So I believe, I don't want to speak for other people, but I believe this is like his dream theme. And he wanted his own Dukes of Hazzard. Probably will never be made commercially.
Got it. Very cool.
And I don't know much about any of the. Oh, actually, we have Pokemon right here. I don't, and I believe maybe this is the coder right here. I don't know.
Maybe we can ask him. Hi.
Excuse me. Did you code Pokemon?
Yes, I did.
What a weird thing. What a weird thing.
Well, I don't know. It's because you have a sign that says you're the coder.
This game of Pokemon, nothing else.
Okay, you did not. That's fine. Would you care to talk to my friend B here?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube with about 45 people right now, so we'd love to learn more about your game if that's okay. Yeah? All right, perfect. Thank you. Joel, you've been an amazing host, by the way. Thank you.
You can rub my nipples.
So good. He's been so great. So my name is B. I'm a channel called Comes to Rust, and so I normally do arcades, but be getting into pinball. I'm fascinated by the homebrew community. So can you just introduce me to yourself and tell me about how you got into this?
Yeah, so my name's Owen. I'm a software developer. That's my regular job. And basically, I got into pinball around the COVID times, I think like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then I bought a machine. I don't want to say what it is, but I hated it, and I thought I could do better.
Okay, all right.
So, actually, here's my brother. So this is a pair project.
Hello, brother. All right, very cool. I see the matching Pokemon sweaters there.
Right.
Very cool. Okay, so tell me about the design of this game then.
That's for him. He's the designer.
Oh, you're the designer? Do you mind sharing the mic?
All right.
Well, you can hold it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There it is.
I don't know. I mean, so we brought the same game 2 years ago.
Okay.
With very minimal design, I guess.
Well, so here, let's talk about our design philosophy.
Okay.
Right? So our main thing we wanted was a flowy game.
Okay.
We wanted big shots that were easy to hit so that you could combo a lot. So what we went for was a super combo-heavy machine.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was our main goal.
Yeah, and that's why we chose wide bodies, so that we could keep the same number of shots and make them bigger so that you could, put them all together easier.
Was it inspired off of any other layout, or did you guys just go kind of white wood or virtual pinball design?
A lot of games, obviously, I would say.
Steve Elwin had a big impact, I will say.
Okay.
We started building this around the time that Steve Elwin came out with his first game. And maybe later. He did Iron Maiden, but I feel like he made a big impact on the pinball design.
All right, so let me just do a scan. So tell me, what are some of the mechs that are kind of unique to this?
So the lock exit on the left, that the ball just went in there.
Okay.
It's unique. It's sort of a Newton ball lock kick out. And so even if you have 3 balls locked in there, it will sort of eject them one at a time, which comes into play for Gyarados multi-ball. Custom mechs, that might be it for custom mechs.
Yeah, but I mean,
most of it is just like the layout and the flow.
Yeah, for sure.
And we didn't go super heavy into like mechanical design.
Yeah, but I love the wide body. It kind of gives you extra like room to like hit different types of shots and things too. I love the pop bumper.
A huge integration as well.
I like the little screen. Does that actually tell you any different?
Yeah, the yellow box right now is telling you how to do this current mode.
Is that your Pokédex?
It is a Pokédex.
I love that. Okay.
So it tells you how many Pokemon you have collected in your Pokédex, and when you're in a specific mode, it will also tell you sort of a quick description of how to beat it.
Yeah, I super love that. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm running out of battery on my gimbal here, but here's the progression of the game itself. And then the topper is just a giant Charizard there. How complete is this game, would you say?
We like to think that we're done, almost done. We wanted it to be complete for this expo.
Okay.
So our most recent development was getting art on there and finalizing code.
Yes.
Mixed up.
Very cool.
So minus very minor things, we think we're done and we're moving on. Hopefully.
Thank you, Troll. Well, cool. Thank you guys so much for sharing this. It's also one of those games where I've seen a long line to come out and play. It's very popular. What's the feedback you guys have been getting from people that play?
It's been all positive.
Yeah?
All positive, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with the reception we've been
Are people like...
one app?
Are people like, man, I wish somebody would make a commercial version of this game. Have you heard any rumors? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean that would be fun if it does come out. But you guys did it first. I'm just gonna say that if it does come out. So cool. Thank you guys, Owen and Luke. Appreciate that. Awesome. I'm gonna come back and play this afterwards. All right,
Pick
Joe.
B. Let's just take a quick. Everyone probably wants to see this one, right?
Oh
here.
yes,
Sonic.
absolutely. Yeah, this is a great place to kind of recap.
Well, hold on. I have another idea about
Okay.
it. But come closer.
All right, we're coming closer.
This is my friend Ryan McQuaid's game called Sonic Spinball. But this landed him a job professionally in the pinball world.
Nice. Okay.
Go ahead and play. If you
Okay.
want.
All right. Very cool. So this is Sonic Spinball.
Or Spirit Halloween.
Spirit Halloween. That's right. Okay. So we're jumping in and playing a game. Yeah. Oh, you can pick a game. You can do Sonic 1. I actually prefer Sonic 2. So that's awesome. Let's play that. Oh, I did a second player accidentally. I should have pressed that button instead.
How about this?
Okay, you can play with me. Okay, that's right. Emerald Zone. Oh, hearing the sounds is so good. Sonic has such...
16-bit dream right here.
Am I in the top area?
I have no idea.
Oh, there it is. It's coming down. Oh, when you hit the pop bumper, it makes a little pop bumpy sound in the game. That's cute. This game is actually really good for like pinball sounds. It has such...
couldn't agree more. It's going crazy over here.
You're going crazy with that.
Sorry about
Joel's
that.
the best cameraman ever. Okay.
This gimbal is
very
very...
good.
Ooh, that's very expensive.
Nice. I like the flow of that shot. Oh, that's so good. I got a ball locked up there. Oh, and then there's a Dr. Robotnik Bash toy in the middle. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I can totally see this thing play. All right, I died. You're in.
B,
Yes.
I would love nothing more to end on Boys Night Out, if you don't mind.
Oh,
Just take a
absolutely.
night to it.
Yes, let's do it. All right, here it is. The game that started it all for me, the one that got me interested in homebrew, was Boys Night Out. And Joel, you've been an amazing host.
Thank you
I
so
literally
much.
ran into you randomly after using the bathroom, so you caught me. And this was fun to do this live. And thank you for introducing me to other homebrew content creators.
You're absolutely welcome, B.
Yes.
It's been my pleasure.
Yes.
And thanks to everyone in the chat. We love you.
Yes. Jason says, right back at you. You've been awesome. Basil says, we appreciate you. What more can we expect from Boys Night Out the next time we see you?
It has a coin door on it.
Okay.
You might have to pay to play next time.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that. I will throw some quarters in there just for you. My man. Good stuff,
Woo.
man. Thank you guys so much for
you,
checking
B.
it out.
B, you rock.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.